how professionals handles solar project from assessment to installation. These are the steps that professionals, all these big companies, all the professionals out there that they always do solar installation without failures, with a lot of success. These are the steps that they are following from assessment to the last step. Now, the number one step you have to follow is client discovery. Client discovery and assessment. That's the first step. The first step in solar installation or in solar project is client discovery and assessment. When you discover the client, what you need to do next is to carry out an assessment. But many people don't do this. The second step is load analysis. Load analysis and project design. When you have carried out your assessment, you'll be able to do your load analysis. But without assessment, you won't be able to do your load analysis. So when you do your load analysis, then you carry out your project design. That is where you are going to discover, okay, this client, how many batteries does he or she need? This client, what are the things he wants to power? This client, what is the size of inverter that will be able to power his or her load? After you have done your load analysis and you have done your project design, the next step is quotation. Quotation and proposal presentation. Proposal presentation. So after you have done your project design, you have done your load analysis, the next step is quotation. You send your quotation, you prepare your quotation, and you send it to your client. The next step is negotiation. Negotiation. After you have sent your quotation to your client have reviewed your quotation, then the next thing is to negotiate. Okay, this project is 12 million. This project is 30 million. Okay, how much are you willing to pay? How much do you want to pay? What's your budget? So the next step is negotiation. So after negotiation, then you handling objections. You handle objections. So what are the objections? Your clients have different quotation on his table. That is when he will be telling you that, okay, why do you want to use 10 kVA? But my load is just 1 kilowatt. My load is just 2 kilowatts. My load is just 3 kilowatt. Why do you want to use 15 kilowatt? 15 kilowatt inverter. Why do you choose lithium battery ahead of tubular battery? Why do you choose dry cell battery ahead of tubular batteries? So all these things, you have to answer all these objections one after the other. Your clients will be telling you, your clients will be asking you, because your clients, some of your clients also have knowledge about it. Some people have told them about their system before. So you have to answer all these objections. You have to answer, you have to let them know the reason why you are giving them all what is in your quotation. So after you have handled the objection, the next thing is project approval. Project approval. So when you have answered the objection and your client is okay with your quotations, then the project will be approved. So after project approval, then you source material, sourcing of materials, sourcing of materials. That is, you have already sent your quotation, you have answered all the objections, and your client have already approved the project for you. So the next step is to source material. After sourcing the materials, the next step is to deliver all your materials, delivery and logistics. You have sourced your materials. The next step is to deliver it to your client house. So after delivering your materials, the next step is installation day. Installation day. That is when you are going to mount the day you are going to mount your solar panel, your inverters, your cable, your breakers, your thunder arrestor. Installation day. After installation day, then testing and commissioning. That's the next step. Testing and commissioning. So during your installation day, you might not finish your installation on the first day, you might not finish it on the second day. But after your installation day, then you test and you commission. You test, okay, this inverter is it working properly? No, properly. Have you communicate the lithium battery with your inverter? Have you sent the cables to the distribution board? Have you connected your distribution board? Is your changeover working? Are you using smart changeover? Are you using manual changeover? So all these things you have to test them one after the other. After testing them, the next step is project handover. Project handover. You have to hand over your project to your client that, okay, we have already tested this installation. We have checked everything. Everything is working perfectly. We have checked the breakers. They are all working. We have checked the thunder arrestor. We have put the fire extinguisher. Everything are working properly. Then you hand over the project to your client by signing out the project that, okay, are you okay with our installation? Can you sign our papers that we have already done? So after that, the next and the final step is follow-up. Client follow-up. That is, after sales, you have to follow up. After you have done all these steps, after you have delivered the project, you have to follow up one after the other, maybe 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, or every month, because at the end, they might be facing some challenges. So you have to follow up with them to know if what you have done is really serving the purpose. If what you have done is really serving the purpose. If it is not serving the purpose, they will let you know that we are facing challenges here, we are facing challenges there, but you have to follow up. Even if your system is serving its purpose, you have to follow up. Maybe 2 weeks after, or 3 weeks after, or a week after, you have to follow up. Hello, Mr. So 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 so. Hello, Mrs. So 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 so. The system, your solar system, is it working perfectly? Is it serving its purpose? All these are the steps that you are going to follow from assessment to after sales follow up. But most of the time, I notice that most of the people don't follow this step. Some people just jump to step number 4. Give me a quotation of 3 kVA inverter. Give me a quotation of 5 kVA inverter. It is not done that way. You have to do assessment. After doing your assessment, you have to do load analysis. After doing load analysis, you have to, that is when are going to set quotation. After sending quotation, then you are going to negotiate with your client. After negotiation, then you handle objections. That is, you will educate your client. These materials, these are the components that I want to give you. Okay, your client will ask you, why do you want to give me 5 kV? Why do you want to give me 10 kV? Someone said that 5 kVA can power my load, but why do you want to give me 10 kVA? So you have to answer all these questions. So after answering all those objections, then the project will be approved. If you are lucky, the project is approved. So after approval, then you source your materials. That is when you get the quality materials you want to need, the inverter, the batteries, the solar panel. Are you using Jinko? Are you using AfriCell? All this is during your sourcing of materials. After that, then you deliver the materials to the client. You deliver the materials to the client. After delivery, then you, on the day of installation, that is when you are going to mount your solar panel. You check the angle. Okay, is this angle okay? The panel that we want to install, can the roof handle the solar panel? Can the wall handle the lithium battery? Can the wall handle the inverter? So all this will be done on the installation day. Then after that, you test what you have installed. You test them after one after the other. Okay, if you put 2 AC on it, what is the reaction on the battery? What is the reaction on the inverter? Is the inverter shouting overloading? Then you have to know during your testing and commission. Then after that, your project handover, you hand over. If everything has been successful, then you hand over your project. Once you hand over, your client will sign, then After that, you follow up with them maybe 2 weeks after or 3 weeks after. These are the steps to follow. Now, I want to ask, which of these steps is more important in solar installation? Which of them, out of these 12 steps, which of them is more important? Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and comment.